Happy Monday! This is your sun, moon, and star spread for the day. So we're going to shuffle. We're going to see what comes up. I hope you're having a great Monday. It's sunny and quite chilly here today. There's still snow on the ground, and snow might stay on the ground through Christmas. We'll see. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in the sun position, we have the Three of Wands. So this is the second time I've done this. This is not the Three of Wands. This is the Two of Wands. In my head, they're like very similar. So this is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands in the sun position is illuminating something that you might be, I feel like slight dissatisfaction on this card. And the reason I'm feeling that is you can see that this person is standing at the top of a castle. They have the world in their hand, but they're looking out over the land and they're like, okay. And it's like they've already got everything they need, everything they wanted, everything they worked for, but they're like, okay, well, now what? Like, what's next? Like, so it's almost like they're searching for enjoyment. You can also see that the hand is on the wand in front of them, and the wand behind them is like standing up on its own. So it's almost like symbolizing, it's another aspect of like, okay, well, what's next? What do I want to do next? I have everything, but I'm not quite, it's not quite doing it for me. So it's like you're thinking about trying a new experience or doing something new. Not like in a consumerism way, like, oh, I need to buy something else to make me feel better. But you're just like, something, like I could improve something, or I'd like to improve something. So you're going to maybe make a decision about what you'd like to do next. And in the moon position, what needs to be released, double checking myself here, this is the Five of Wands. So what needs to be released is this, maybe feeling like a little bit pokey, because the people on this card are fighting, but it's like a practice fight. They don't have real swords, they have wands. And so it might feel like there's a conflict, but it's not like a real conflict. It's kind of like, I almost think, it's holiday times, right? I think about it like, you go to some people go to holiday gatherings with their families or whatever, and it's like everyone's kind of like bickering, and it's not really like a big deal most of the time, but like when you're, holiday times, sometimes people tend to bicker, right? And so just let go of this combative nature. Like there's not really, or if someone's being competitive with you, maybe just kind of let it go. Like recognize it's not really that big of a deal. In the star position, so your guidance forward, we have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles talks about, on one hand, it's stability. On the other hand, this is a little bit like almost like worried about the future, but that's like why a lot of times people build stability in their lives, right? They're like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, so let me make some stability. So in the guidance moving forward, we can look at the positive aspects of this card as in, again, paying attention to what's working and then doing that. Almost, or like setting a good boundary, maybe around your finances or your resources. So altogether, you might feel like you're needing to seek out a new experience, And when you seek out a new experience, sometimes it feels uncomfortable or like a little bit like, oh, I gotta, it's like there's a little tug of war happening. And so when you choose a new experience, it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but let the discomfort go. And you're focused on building stability, right? So choosing the new option, a lot of times when we choose a new option in our brain because we don't know what new feels like, it feels threatening. So it's like you want to choose something new, but you're like, I feel a little bit threatened. But on the other side of choosing the new action, it's going to bring about some stability. So focus on like the end goal, right? Don't get caught up in that. Now, let's pull an oracle card to sort of clarify. Not that one. For some reason, this deck the past couple of days has been a little, maybe they've been holding the cards too tightly, or they're reacting to the change in weather or something. They're like a little trickier to shuffle. And I really don't like taking pop-outs. I like shuffling until I feel the cards are ready, and then I pull off the top. Maybe one more. Perfect. Okay. We got the shadow card. So again, yeah, it's like, I feel like the shadow is related to the Five of Wands. You're wanting, like, you've looked in the mirror, you said, okay, what's going on here? I'm maybe a little bit dissatisfied with my situation. I need to make a change, a positive change, maybe an internal change. Maybe it's not external, but it's like, again, when you do something new, our brain thinks that it is like, novelty is a little bit threatening to our brain. So you choosing something new, you're like, uh-oh, but it's okay. On the other side of it is some stability. So just face your fears, look in the mirror, and recognize that they're just fears. They're not truth.